Talk 243. A middle aged, weak looking man came with a walking stick in his hand, placed it before Bhagwan, bowed low, and sat near Maharishi. He got up and with great humility offered the stick to Bhagwan, saying that it was sandalwood. Sri Bhagwan told him to keep it for himself, because nothing of Bhagwan's can be safeguarded. Being common property but coveted by some, it will be taken away by any visitor with or without Bhagwan's permission. Then the donor may be displeased. But the man still humbly insisted. Sri Bhagwan couldn't resist his supplications and said, "Keep it yourself as prasad from Bhagwan." The man then requested that the stick might first be taken and then given to him by Sri Bhagwan with blessings. Sri Bhagwan received it, smelled it, said it was fine, nodded and handed it back to the man, saying, "Keep it, it will make you always remember me." Talk 244. A Maharani Sahiba spoke in a gentle and low voice, but quite audibly. Devotee. Maharaji, I have the good fortune to see you. My eyes have had the pleasure of seeing you. My ears the pleasure of hearing your voice. I am blessed with everything that a human being would like to have. Her Highness's voice choked. With great strength of mind, she railed and proceeded slowly. I have all that I want, a human being would want, but I do not have peace of mind. Something prevents it, probably my destiny. There was silence for a few minutes. Then Maharishi, in his usual sweet manner, spoke. Maharishi, all right. What need be said has been said. Well, what is destiny? There is no destiny. Surrender and all will be well. Throw all the responsibility on God. Don't bear the burden yourself. What can destiny do to you then? Devotee, surrender is impossible. Maharishi, yes. Complete surrender is impossible in the beginning. Partial surrender is certainly possible for all. In course of time that will lead to complete surrender. Well, if surrender is impossible, what can be done? There is no peace of mind. You are helpless to bring it about. It can be done only by surrender. Devotee. Partial surrender? Well, can it undo destiny, Maharishi? Oh yes, it can. Devotee. Is not destiny due to past karma, Maharishi? If one is surrendered to God, God will look to it. Devotee. This being God's dispensation, how does God undo it? Maharishi. All are in Him only. Devotee. How is God to be seen? Maharishi. Within. If the mind is turned inward, God manifests as inner consciousness. Devotee. God is in all the objects we see around us. They say we should see God in all of them. Maharishi. God is in all and in the seer. Where else can God be seen? He cannot be found outside. He should be felt within. To see the objects, mind is necessary. To conceive God in them is a mental operation, but that is not real. The consciousness within, purged of the mind, is felt as God. Devotee. There are, say, beautiful colors. It is a pleasure to watch them. We can see God in them. Maharishi. They are all mental conceptions. Devotee. There are more than colors. I mentioned colors only as an example. Maharishi. They are also similarly mental. Devotee. There is the body also, the senses and the mind. The soul makes use of all these for knowing things. Maharishi. The objects or feelings or thoughts are all mental conceptions. The mind rises after the rise of the I thought or the ego. Wherefrom does the ego rise? From the abstract consciousness or pure intelligence. Devotee. Is it the soul? Maharishi. Soul, mind or ego are mere words. They are no entities of the kind. Consciousness is the only truth. Devotee. Then that consciousness cannot give any pleasure. Maharishi. Its nature is bliss. Bliss alone is. There is no enjoyer to enjoy pleasure. Enjoyer and joy, both merge in it. Devotee, there are pleasure and pain in ordinary life. Should we not remain with only pleasure?